We're back with another episode, you know what I'm talking about. This one's going to be a good one, you know. We're going to speak upon women, how to find good women, should we lie to our women, you know, different pressures between both sex, things like that. So we're just going to get right into it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. You got it, man. Sonny, go take the floor.
Alright, so, first question coming up, we got... I mean, you should probably know, you the bachelor of the year. So, we just want to know.
This is the bachelor.
How do you find a good woman nowadays?
You know, I try to find a slut. So, no, let me chill. So, what
do you mean by the word slut, sir? I just want to know, what do you mean by slut?
You know, I like my females to, first time meeting, you know, suck my balls, make it sloppy, you know what I'm saying? Otherwise, I feel like this time it's going to have to end prematurely. So that's what I mean by sluts. But back to our regularly scheduled program. How do you find a good woman? All right. So I feel like that's a good question. You know what I'm saying? How do you find a good woman? I feel like it's more of how do you know the woman you're messing with is a good woman. So I feel like we should go towards that way a little bit. So I'm going to say it's about, get my notes out, y'all. I feel like, you know, I like to ask them certain questions, you know, ask them about their relationship with their family, with their father. You know, I just want to see if it's a respectful answer. Just go upon, just ask certain questions. You'll get the answers you need. You know.
Wait, so when you ask...
No, okay, go ahead.
When you ask something about their father, are you trying to, like, use that as a tactic?
No, not a tactic.
Or something? Like,
no, it's just like, I've realized, like, the ones where they talk down upon their father, even, like, just say something negative, it's like, they usually don't be, like, that cool of an individual. Not all the time, but that's what I noticed. Because there's one girl I was talking to, I was messing with her before. I should have stopped messing with her, but I just wanted to hit again. Didn't hit, you know. Took an L. But basically, she was negative about that aspect, about her family and her dad. It's like, yeah, I don't fuck with my dad. So it's just
I don't know why, that made me laugh.
Yeah, so
how you just gonna judge one girl off like...
No, I'm saying, that was one example, I'm saying.
But that's just only one example, like, there's a lot of girls out there.
I'm not gonna give hella examples of that. No, I'm just saying, this is like some stuff, this is like, you don't have to use everything, you know what I'm saying, like, use all of them, but it's just like sometimes, to like, just to get yourself out there, it's like, and then how she acts when she's emotional, you feel me, when she mad at you, she gonna go fuck somebody else, she gonna go talk to some other nigga, or she just gonna, you feel me, what you call her, she gonna fucking just talk to you, you know, so I feel like it just depends, you know, how she is, who she hangs around, because I know some people, they're like, just because I hang around these people, that don't mean I'm gonna act like that, but as humans, we tend to copy certain things, certain people who we around a lot, so eventually she might end up doing certain things that her whole friends are doing. Not saying she will, but it's a possibility.
So are you using the analogy like birds of the same feather flock together?
Yeah, it happens like that a lot, you feel me?
So are you saying if you got a girl, right, and your homies don't got girls, are you gonna cheat on your girl?
Oh, you mean if I don't got a girl, my homies like be out here just fucking on bitches like that?
No, I'm saying like, you saying, say if I got a girl, my homies don't got girls, I'm gonna be out here fucking on other girls?
No, I'm saying like this. If I'm in a relationship...
But you just said the same opposite thing about women.
No, I said if I'm in a relationship, if they're my boys, not in a relationship, but they're out here hoeing, you said like out here, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying her friends single, it don't matter. I'm saying they all, like, a lot of her friends are all just promiscuous, that's what I'm like, you ain't gonna question that?
Yeah, like...
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like you just gotta question, so that don't mean judge.
So you saying, like, girls can be different to hang out?
You said different?
Nah, I do get what you mean, though.
Oh, no,
it's like, like, you usually hang out with your one partner that's kind of like you, so
yeah,
it's like, yeah.
But I don't even hang out with niggas like that. Like, I mean, in terms of, like, I had niggas that just do too much when it comes to females. They just be trying to get at every single female. We be in the club.
So wait, so that means are you kind of like that?
No, I just said I don't like niggas like that. I don't hang out.
I know, but then like, what if you don't like you?
Oh, I stopped hanging. What? What if you don't like yourself? No, I'm saying I stopped hanging out with this nigga for that reason. I realized like he keep doing it. I was like, okay, this shit is annoying me. We walk in the club. Within 2 minutes, hey, but get at her. I'm like, nigga, we just got here. Like, nigga, I want to enjoy myself.
Why he don't get at her?
I don't know. The point is, like, nigga, what are you doing? Like, it's like, I don't,
hey, bro, get at her.
like, so, like, I don't hang around with certain niggas, like, you feel me? So, it's just like, but it's like just some examples that, you know, just to ask them or just to see, You know, it ain't like black and white. Like it means like, oh, just because she ain't around some friends that's promiscuous, that don't mean she's a fucking hoe. It doesn't have to mean that. But it's just like, you know, you just gotta keep an open mind.
Remember when you was at the bar, you went to fake get at those two?
Oh, I didn't even want to. This man, we was at a bar one time, right? And then he was like, what did you say? Did you say get at him? How did it even go up?
First off, the only reason why I said something is we were sitting at the table talking to females.
Oh, okay.
And you was talking about something, bro. I'm like about to talk to somebody, like, you feel me?
Yeah.
You was talking like that.
Okay.
So then time went on, and you was like, bro, look at the girls at the bar behind me. He's like, they cool. Like, you was asking me,
right,
like, you wasn't looking hecka hard.
Yeah.
So then but I had a better angle because I was sitting like right
I was
here.
turning around. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, so he was talking to me, and so I was like, they cool, like whatever. And then I was like, oh yeah, you was talking about some girl. I was like, get it. Then I said,
it's funny because my boy Sonny, the way he do shit, it be hilarious. I ain't gonna lie. He trying to press you like, bro, you ain't gonna get at her, bro. Get at her, bro. So I'm like, all right, bro, I'm gonna get at her. So I go over there and talk to her. I got the number, but that shit ain't go nowhere. But she's like, yeah, you remind me of Bread. I swear I hate when females say that. Just because my hair is just I have an afro and a beard. It's just like, that don't even make sense. But like, that's besides the point. But that story funny as hell though. We for sure gonna go out and make some more memories for sure. But
you say I be pressuring people.
You say it like you say it like yeah, you be like you're not pressuring, but you like say it in a way.
No, I do.
Make it like a pussy.
I do that.
But that shit funny to me.
It's pretty funny. Yeah, I don't do it like in an intimidating way. I always be joking, but
that should be funny.
It's just like, especially in a group setting, you gotta kind of prove yourself. But I think we all do that to each other for real, like in different ways.
Yeah, of course. That's a good. I feel that's a good friendship. That's as long as they ain't pressure you to do something like fucking crazy. Or like, you know, white boys, they be like, bro, you ain't gonna do a backflip off that fucking 10th story building. You bet. Nigga die.
I ain't gonna lie, I was doing some stuff with some white homies, but and some black homies. I like, they had bet me that I wouldn't do something, and I did it.
What was it?
It was like a pond at like my school. I felt hecka. Alright. Hopefully this doesn't incriminate me. But I just felt bad in my heart.
Yeah.
So it was a pond in my school, right? Like a real pond, like, but it was built. It had like koi fish in it or whatever.
Killed the fish.
I didn't kill the fish. So they had bet me, like, we walk past, it's like a bridge, like, so whatever. We walk past it like every day. It ain't deep or nothing like that, but they was like, bro, I bet you like 300 dining points or whatever. Like, that's like we used to buy all the food around the whole school.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, so it's like we used to buy all the food around the whole school. But you won't do it, like, fully clothed. And I'm like, bro, what? Like, obviously I just got out of football practice, so I'm really not tripping. So one day, they always used to say it, bro. Then like, one of my partner Gerald was like, you won't do it, you won't do it. And I was like, I bet you 300 right now. And then there was this dude named Big Joe. He was there.
He white, huh?
Yeah, he white.
Joe, that nigga has to be white.
So Joe came up. And he was like, all right, bro, I got 150. Gerald was like, I got another 150. You want to jump in there right now? And I was like, bro, let me put my phone down and I'll do it. And I was just joking, and then they started laughing. They was like, you want to do it? And then my one partner was like, he pussy. Like, and then that just, all of that made me jump in the thing.
Wait, so do you think it's on camera?
Yeah, they recorded it. I jumped in there.
Try to get that video, man.
I don't know where it's at, but I think Gerald probably got it. But for sure, I jumped in there. And then what made me feel hella bad, later on in the semester, we was freshmen. Mm-hmm. So later on in the semester, I find out they be doing baptisms in there.
What the? Wait, what? Oh, your church, your school had your school had
a Christian school.
What the?
They be doing baptisms in there.
This man said I would baptize myself today. I don't need
I jumped in there. I was like, bro.
Wait, so when you jumped in there, did you jump like your whole body was in there, or just a
good portion of my body went there? Like I damn near slipped when I jumped in there too. So I jumped in there, slipped a little bit, and so my head went back just a little bit. It was like almost like probably like right here on me, and I almost like fell, but I slipped for sure. Like, you can see it on the video.
Right. I got a question. So how much would it take for you? For money wise to do a better jump in the Lake Merritt.
That's
But you gotta jump like this, Billy, for like.
That's wild. Yeah.
I couldn't do that for nobody. I ain't gonna lie.
I couldn't
That
do
shit
that,
look
yeah.
great. That shit looks
Cause I
good.
can swim, and I feel like something in there would grab me. Like,
Nigga
I
start
feel
saying,
like
everybody gonna be scared to go help you. They're like, that shit nasty looking.
nobody would help me. I think they'll let me drown and call the
I
cops.
can't swim, so I wouldn't have tried.
You can't swim.
I'm gonna tell you, the pandemic, bro. I was finna learn. The pandemic hit.
All right, let's get back to the women though.
All right, yeah, my bad. We can get distracted. But another thing I want to say when it comes to seeing if the woman is a cool woman that you can see your future with is like she asks how you doing. She just asks how you feeling. You know, she just checks up on you. Because I feel like some females, they tend to not really do that. They just think about them and not really seeing how their man is doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I feel like that's another pretty good indicator to see how she feels towards you. You know, how she treats you. It's just some of the normal stuff that y'all niggas forget. Hey, no, you know, I know you see certain niggas,
bro.
No, you see certain niggas like this nigga's with her because she look good, but she don't treat him good.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
true. But I mean, at that point, sometimes we be like, they knowing that she's just with him, you know, for.
Oh yeah,
other
exactly. That's why I
reasons,
said
you know,
she a good woman. Probably not. You know, I'm not saying she's not a good individual.
Like, just because you look good, don't mean you're a good woman.
Mm-hmm.
And just because you're not the highest value of everybody's characteristic of people liking, you know. I'm gonna just dumb it down. If you ugly, doesn't mean you can't be beautiful all in as a person, as a total person. So it doesn't mean so that means technically you're not even ugly. So you know what I'm saying?
From a
Like
technical standpoint, you still ugly. No, just playing.
no, you're just not that person's liking. I don't believe nobody ugly for real. Because I do believe there's somebody for everybody.
Yeah.
So I just feel like you know what I'm saying?
I feel
Just because I think being ugly or even looking good is subjective.
Yeah, I feel like it's because we're young also, because you know how people get a little older, so it tends to die down a little bit. Like, it still matters, but it don't matter as much.
Yeah, that's
we're
what
in
I'm
an
saying.
age bracket, like, females still care, nigga look good, you know, but they want
It's subjective, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But now I think we almost coming up on the age, because right now it's like people really don't care. You just kind of look good, and people you have a aura about you, so people just like you.
Yeah.
But now as you get older, it's more about how much money you making, you know, your status in life,
You just start getting
the
towards
job, or if it's not your job, it's just how much income,
That's all.
car,
That's what
houses and
I
stuff.
said no. You know, I started messing with this one girl, right? Because it was a while ago though. Cause I told her I tell girls what my situation is. I ain't gonna act like a lie. So I'm like, yeah, I got some things I'm working on. I gotta do this, that, and stay in my mom's room. She's like, oh, it's cool. But then she go back and it's like, yeah, I just need a nigga to have his own. I'm sorry. I'm like, bitch, I told you what I had. I said, what the fuck?
What?
I said, did I lie? This is when I started lying to bitches again. Now I'm just
Nah, but it's just gonna be you see, that's another thing. You gotta identify what really and this is something I've heard that we'll get into in 1 second, but you gotta identify what a good woman is to you because obviously you just can't just start talking to anyone and just assume this could definitely work. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta find those good measurements and make it seem
get out of that fairy tale sort of mindset.
Yeah.
I'm trying to, that making sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. So I know we talked about how do you know that's a good woman, but where do you find good women at? Let's talk about where do you think you would find one?
I know a good thing right now that's going crazy to
church.
That's going around church.
No,
crazy.
My bad.
You're crazy, but the biggest thing I would say finding good women. What do you think we should find good women at? I think the churches was a good one. I just want. The only thing is, don't get me wrong. Against the women at church is, if you date them and it doesn't go well, everybody know. Yeah, everybody know. I feel like it's the whole church's business because when y'all start dating, y'all feel like y'all gotta announce it at the church.
That's weird too. I don't understand that, but let's see. That's a good question. Find a good one. Maybe the library. Nah, I'm just playing. Nobody really be in the libraries. But I would say maybe a poetry slam, those type of events. You know what I'm saying? Something different. Maybe a museum potentially. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I got some ideas.
Go ahead,
I want to
go ahead.
bounce off you, right?
Oh, go ahead.
That we got from Hunt
Wikipedia.
Eldridge. You know my boy Hunt Eldridge at matchmaking.com Academy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Matchmaking.com. Interesting. What's
Yep.
Hey, sponsor.
Hey, y'all should sponsor us. Shouting out matchmaking.com right here
We're gonna bleep it out.
at the Matchmaking Academy. All right, so you gonna tell me your ideas on which they believe are the top 10 ways of finding a good woman out there.
Okay, top 10. Got you.
Number one, I think this one's a good idea. Online dating.
Online dating. So,
Christian Mingle, you ever been on that?
yeah. No, I haven't been on it. You know, I've heard of it. I've heard of it for sure. I might have to try it out. We actually going to do so with that later on. I don't want to speak upon that. It's going to be a surprise. It's going to be a good one. But yeah, I feel like dating apps is one. It's a good one, especially because of the pandemic. So you know, more people didn't want to go outside. So I feel like a lot more people ended up going on the dating apps. So I feel like that could help as long as you're not too much into it. You know. So I feel like that's a good one. Yeah, it's a cool one. That's a cool answer. You know, I was on dating apps before. I've tried it.
What dating apps have you used?
Everything. No, I ain't gonna lie. So I was on. Like, I tried multiple things because I was at a point where I was like, I'm trying to fuck somebody from every. You feel me? Every dating app. But basically, it was Tinder.
Wait, so now you have to tell us the dating app and was it successful?
In terms of what do we?
You said
just going out on just going
no,
out.
you just said you.
Oh,
said
okay.
every-
So Tinder, successful of course. It's Tinder. Black, easy money. Black with easy money. Plenty of fish, easy money.
What was called Plenty of Fish, like fish on the sea?
POF, yeah. That shit.
Wow.
We gonna go in depth with the apps, with the dating apps, but yeah, that's. And then the other ones I tried, Bumble and shit. I was only on there for one day because I realized that shit ass to me.
So,
But overall, it's on
mission. So what's the mission?
It was like I say it was 3 out of like probably 40%. Like you know, should have good from the 3. It's not bad. But I realized like the other apps I was on there for only one day because I said if I don't get one like this app is about it for me. I said I'm not gonna sit here on these apps for a week. Hell no. You got 2 one day and that's it. You know. But go on to the next one. What's the next one talking about?
Alright, so we got take some educational classes. So educational classes on how to get women, you know, for the game.
Oh, it's specifically on how to get one.
Yeah, for the game, like, you know, how to talk to women, treat women.
I feel like that's cool, but it's just so much internet is out here, and I feel like, and I've listened like Patrice O'Neal. I feel like he's one of the good pioneers. You heard of Patrice, right?
Yeah.
That nigga talking shit like he was doing this shit like 2000 mid 2000. He really know his shit, so I feel like he's a good person to listen to.
About how to treat women.
We ain't gonna say that.
His views was.
I know. I said he was pretty outrageous. I'm not saying how to treat women. It depends on what you're looking for. So not how to understand women more or a little better. I feel like he was a good person to listen to. That's what I'm gonna say. But educational class, that's a good one. You feel me?
All right, this one was a little wild at first because my mind wasn't computing it. But then when he explains himself on the website, I'll go in. But let me tell you it first. Join a sports league.
A sports league, so like co-ed sports. I mean, yeah. That's
What at first I was thinking like you join the sports league, but then I was being sexist because I was just thinking of own male.
It's like, oh, he's good.
No. Why you wild, bro?
What you mean? All right, go ahead.
I mean, he could be.
Yeah, that's why he just didn't know.
Yeah,
he's like the NP or something.
But now, this is co-ed sports.
Okay,
league.
yeah, that's cool. I feel like that's cool because you're actually having fun and you're actually building a bond. So I might all go out to team dinners or whatever, and then you get to.
That's exactly.
That's a great one. Honestly,
go out to bars.
That's a good one. Hey, that's a great. I like that one. That should be number one.
And then another crazy part, right, is if you're in a sports league and say you meet a girl like on your team or somebody you're going against.
Yeah.
I believe like sports rivalries and stuff like that are really good bonding materials that you'll have
sexual
like
tension, so we can release in the bedroom.
Absolutely, that too. I wasn't gonna say exactly that.
Oh, okay, my bad.
That's definitely great. I definitely would. Agreed.
He's like, yeah, I like the
To
chemistry.
an extent.
The nigga like, I like the chemistry on and off the court, baby.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Good.
yeah, I got a little rivalry going. That could build some passion, some spice. And then, like, that could be all day thing, too. Like, oh, like, when y'all go on dates, y'all go do that, like, little activity, even after you're done with the sports league, you know what I'm saying?
No, that's dope. That's dope.
Like, love and basketball, how they had that relationship, brought them together.
Oh, I was gonna say, for the next one, should I read the you or just read
Yeah, let's go. They're like right here. I think we're at number 5. Number 5.
All right, number 5.
Alright.
Try volunteering. So, what is your perspective and thoughts on that?
Alright, I feel like that's another one that kind of reminds me of the church answer. Like, the women you would meet volunteering, you would assume have a kind heart. But, like, really think about this. A lot of time people that's volunteering are forced to be there. You know, so I'm saying, like,
I understand that from that perspective.
it can be different pressures or reasons why this person is volunteering. But then, usually, if they actually are out there doing it, though, and they truly are volunteering, they usually have a good heart right there. I'm not saying that makes you the best of a person, but it does make you a good person to an extent. Like, any person volunteering, so meeting a woman in that aspect, I would say it'd be a good thing.
All right, next one. Network events, taking advantage of networking events. So, what do you think about that one?
Absolutely. I think that one's a good one. I know that sounded a little crazy at first, but
Yeah,
I think that a networking event would be hella cool. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I've been like in a long-term, very long relationship that's like really good. But
That's
if I
cool.
wasn't in a relationship, I would definitely want to go speed dating. It seemed hecka fun.
Okay, no,
Like,
I told
it
my
seemed
partner, I said,
fun.
bro, I'm acting up if I
Yeah, I think that's how I would
Like-
be. I'd go crazy.
Like I feel like that'd be lit because afterwards, like after they dance, they get drinks, they all just be dancing.
Like, I'm like, hi, mean girls. Like, hi, my name is Josh Jacobs.
I'm not a girl.
That's
Oh
what
my
I'm
bad.
You know, I'm like acting it up.
Yeah, no,
Like,
listen, they change name every
Yeah,
time.
like, every time.
This
like,
is sick.
like, hi, I'm Marcus Mariota.
He's like, it's a
Like,
beautiful
lying.
name. Like, Mariota.
I'll be lying.
What is your ethnicity?
I'm Aaron Donald.
Bro, he said every football
I
player.
mean, everybody
He
from the
said
age.
Jerry Rice.
Jerry
Just say
Rice.
this. I'm gonna do that one. I'm gonna do
when
that
they
one.
when they hacking on no sports, it's like, hi, I'm LeBron James.
No, that's nigga crazy, LeBron James. This nigga gonna say, for real?
Yeah.
Take out your ID, just draw, like, put LeBron James, draw, like, California ID.
To make it worse, you gotta get him a picture in a Laker jersey.
Hey, that shit funny. You know, put out your actual ID and then put a post-it and just put LeBron James over your name. Like, yeah, this is me right here. She like, what? No, this shit. All right, so so you like a network event?
Yeah,
That's a
I think
good
that
one.
was cool. How do you think about networking event?
No, I agree with you. Like speed dating, that's fun. You know, I feel like
That's
that's
like
really,
little mixers.
yeah. Those I ain't gonna lie. I would do that. I probably will do that just because I want to see how it is. Honestly, I feel like that's an interesting thing to do. You know, I don't like trying different things.
Hey, you know what I thought was always crazy with the idea of when I was a kid? Alright, so I used to go to church, right? I grew up in a Baptist church, so it's like, you
I
know,
was not a
how they
Baptist.
yeah, I know, that's why I am now, but before being Baptist, I always thought it was funny because I was like, it's kind of strict a little bit. And then, so they would have church mixtures for like the singles and the individuals, right, at the church. And so I was wondering, are they flirting the whole time at these church mixture singles? And then like, we supposed to be like, you know, church people. So I was like, how are y'all supposed to flirt? And then mix church into that. And then I was like, you know what? I don't know. It was just weird when I was a kid. I couldn't wrap my head around that.
All I'm gonna say is churches be wilding too. Growing up in church, you hear some things, you see something, you're like, okay. Especially when there's a lot of younger people there, then it really be, you know, it'd be a little wild.
Bro, let me tell y'all, church camp is ridiculous.
Bro said church
like when
camp.
I'm talking about the ones where they take you out to the woods, like my church used to go to the woods, like and the kids used to go. Don't ever let y'all kids go to church camp. They be doing the wildest things. The girls there be doing the wildest things.
I'm telling you.
Church camp is where I saw I can't even admit this, bro.
No,
I saw the first girl. Let me tell you, the first girl I ever saw naked was at a church camp, like fully.